It's the National Football League.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson, options out left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 2nd and 9. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The Ravens at 6 and 4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson, being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but at a 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Yeah, this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rolling to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go on 4th down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we've got it covered.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of... after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling us, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot. That's not the way you want to start. And a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the...
Intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TV. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Hawkins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Avoids him at the 40. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have regained the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Stroud on third down now. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to... He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
During that run, here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action. It's Jackson.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down now, it's Hawkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hawkins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Stroud sets up the play action. And short, low throw.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Jackson now. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make make sure no one is going to get it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33. In the first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be from here forward.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we reach halftime. And
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Pierce now up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson,
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make it a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line. 79 Broncos.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's thinking.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Ravens.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
3rd down and 13.
Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to...
Real quick, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what... weaken their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They run over center with Mitchell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On the move to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blocking him, and he's forced to throw it away and try to come up with something on third down.
Third and goal, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact, well time there, and now fourth down. Jackson. They're turned away. Fourth and goal. And the Vikings. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's Week 14 of the NFL, and this one features Marlon Humphrey, who got himself a...
They go play action now. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Jackson now. And he's got room.
And he is going to have the Ravens first down. And what will be a big play there on 4th and long. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play. Will bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 4. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. He got every bit of... That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both